Wisdom and wellness. Welcome in, welcome in. How you been, y'all? Welcome to the Abracadabra Network, aka Callosum 88, aka the Ineffable Tarot. We're going to welcome in those beautiful beings of 100% pure, benevolent light energy. Anything less than may not enter this space. This is a safe space. This is a sacred space. The channel message that I have for you is you won't want to be wrong about this. You won't want to be wrong about this. Um, there's some type of assumption that's being made, and it's not what you assume. Okay, you have the blind spot here, number 43. It says if you have drawn this sigil right now, you are assuming, and it just so happens that what you're assuming is incorrect. Uh, um, we drew that card as a collective, as I was meditating on the collective energy and what the general theme of y'all's questions are. Okay, and this is what come out, as well as you know, this assumption is based off of some type of fear. Okay, so because you're afraid of something, you are taking these assumptions to heart, and that is going to be detrimental to a possible future situation. Okay, especially when there's something trying to guide you and tell you, like, hey, wait a minute, there's something possibly trying to stop you from making these assumptions. You see? Okay. Again, we do this as, just humans, and just right now, Spirit says, hey, you know, before you take that too far, just take a moment and ask yourself, are you doing, or is this coming from a place of truth, or is this coming from a place of fear? And yeah, it's fear and resistance. That's where these assumptions are coming from. Okay, that's what you don't. Uh, you don't want this to come in between what is good and just and beautiful and successful, and you know. Okay. You have the opportunity for right action if something is, maybe giving you a moment to make a better decision or a better approach. Okay. Yeah. Change the store is trying to give you an opportunity for change. Okay. But assuming is not going to give you that. And that's probably why maybe you feel like, why it seems like the door keeps getting slammed in my face or something like that. Is because there's a moment, like it's like spirit giving you more time to think about what you're saying or what you're doing before you do it. So now that you know that what you're assuming is wrong, you can be more open to the possibility of things being better than what you assume. Okay. So we have yang in the main energy. Yang, creativity. Okay. Let's get the situation. Let's collectively need to be aware of. Let's see. So you're actually receiving some help or something that's actually helping you, which is giving you the discipline, or you're learning, or they're learning, or you're learning from each other. Exactly, you're combining forces here. Hold on, let me fix the screen for you guys. Okay, so you're combining forces, right? And the assumptions are what has to be scaled back in order for you to gain the full experience of this help or this assistance, or what you're learning. Okay. And it's something that has to do with working as a team. Okay. Right. Because I feel like without this discipleship, like, things can, like, what's being structured, instead of somebody wanting to, like, say, yeah, I accept the experience, I want to learn the experience, um they're like, fuck this experience, like, I don't need this, but it's meant to teach you something. Okay. Right. Aspirations, because the place that you call yourself wanting to go requires a certain type of discipline or discipleship and a team. Exactly. Here it is. Guidance. The exact guidance that you say that you want is not in your assumptions. Excuse me. Collective. So that's why things may have seemed like they were on hold. All right. you know, and there's this energy now of what the next move is going to be. All right. And Spirit has already decided that you cannot avoid this next initiation, which is actually full of fun for you. It's actually meant to be that's the big secret. That's actually meant to be fun for you. Um, and then, yeah, there's no escaping that. And the fun part is discovering the discovery along the path. Because you're making some discoveries here. You're finding out things. Right, legacy. Like I said, you're finding out things in your Akashic energy and records, and it's really inspiring or awesome. Okay. Mhm. I mean, like, again, they're reiterating you combining forces with someone. Okay. Right. And even though you know, okay, that you're meant to combine forces, there's the unknowable, okay, on how this path looks and how you're going to actually obtain these intellectual jewels, these spiritual jewels, these emotional jewels, and things like that. The main thing is to know it's always in preparation for the place that you actually want to be. right? And that helps you have a bigger idea of like how you are being, how your reflection is being projected into a situation. Okay. Right, leadership, because that's what this is going to require. Instead of assumptions, let's work on the goal. Okay, right? As I heard, you don't know what you don't know. So I just heard somebody say, you don't know what you don't know. So I think it'd be better energy spent to put your efforts into action, making something happen. So you discover a different path, right? You discover your fear and what happens when you're really kind of pushed in this discipleship energy. If iron sharpen iron, it's kind of like, you know, your reaction when it gets real sharp. I know things may seem foreign, okay, but it's because you're mastering and you're teaching and you're learning and that actually is a commendable position to be in because that opens you up to a lot of possibilities, different ways to stand out. This is how you balance the yin and the yang. I just saw yin. Okay, let's get one more. Right, and so the confusion has to do with these assumptions, or these assumptions have to do with this confusion here. You shouldn't make decisions based off of something you don't know. Okay, again, there's this saying that people fear what they don't know. Okay, and usually when people fear what they don't know, they start acting a certain way, right? They start being destructive to the things that they don't understand. And so they're showing you about taking the effort, spending the energy and the things, the wisdom that you get from you learned you know how to work together, you know how to be proactive with somebody, you know that it's an experience, okay, and that it's not always going to be cookie cutter, right? It's the unknowable. And if you're trying to trailblaze a different path and that's your aspiration, it is going to take, you know, leadership when you come to those things, those paths that seem blocked off, knowing that it's going to take creativity because you asked for the path that nobody else has treaded before. So there's going to be a lot of things that may seem like what dead ends, okay? But it's really opportunity waiting for you to go ahead and take their first strike at that path. Okay. So more about the card that came out as I was meditating on the collective energy. Let's answer the questions of the collective heart for the highest good for the present and the near future. If you resonate, participate, like, share, follow. I do appreciate it. Okay, so you are going to get a sign of this reading. Confirmation 43. Excuse me. It says, we assume things about situations based on how similar they are to a model, example, or prototype we have already built in our minds. For this reason, assuming is a form of stereotyping. The mind works rather like a computer in this way. For example, if you meet a nice person with a particular country from a particular country, you will be prone to assume that everyone from that country is nice as well. Or if you were abandoned by your father, you will be prone to assume that all men will abandon you. If you have a poor self-concept of someone and someone starts to act distant, we will assume it is because they feel negatively about us in some way. To assume is to take something for granted or to suppose something is true without having any proof other than our comparison to the pre existing model. Because we tend to project our own sense of reality onto other people, we also tend to assume things about other people without even talking to them to confirm whether we are right or wrong. For example, we assume that if we ask someone out on a date, they will say no, when in fact they will say yes. We assume someone is mad at us when really they are just busy. If you have drawn the sigil, what are you assuming? What are you accepting as truth, even though it is simply an assumption? You are being called to ask and understand rather than to assume. You are being called to imagine that every person in your life and every situation is a fresh and new experience. Because again, from fear and resistance, you are you're in resistance to any assistance that the situation can actually provide. Okay, and it's actually creating a stalemate in your situation. Okay, when there's a lot of it says combining forces, discipleship, aspiration, leadership, experience, legacy. These are very awesome aspects, but when there is the destruction of the combined force, the destruction of which and the wisdom. It's like somebody saying, like, I know your mama taught you better than that. Or I know, you know what I'm saying? Like, and go against you go against the path that you chose. Like I said, if you chose the less treaded path, or you chose this, you want to be this trailblazer, or there's people and things that specifically put in your life for you to uh, it's like a prerequisite to the things that you say that you want, right? And they come in the form of life experiences, not just a class that you sit in. It's the class of life or the class of earth, or you call it that, right? Right. See, there's this fear, okay, or paranoia, resistance, okay, regarding a connection. Like I was saying, it's showing here combining forces. So, which is actually, helping to ease something. Like I said, they're trying to say to look at something fresh or new. Okay. They keep talking about this initiation. Initiation is like the start, beginning, initially. All right. right? Because there's action that could be taken here that could actually change the situation for the better in a very positive direction. And some of you know exactly what that is. You know exactly what it is, and you might not be doing it, because you rather hold on to the burden of something not going the way that you planned. You rather hold on to that, that energy. Is that what that is? Yeah, because it's the resistance. But spirit has a solution here for you on the other side of the deck. And it actually, any kind of competition or any kind of just criticism and things like that, it gets put into a different light instead of like, oh, criticize. It is, okay, let me see where I can help or what else is needed for this situation or what else is needed for this project to bring it into consideration. It's more of now, it's a race instead of against each other. It's a race. So you know what? Let's go ahead and handle this. Let's go ahead and take care of this in a way that, okay, what other items or materials or things are needed for this assistance, leadership. Okay. Oh, what's up? How you doing? Clarify. Thank you. Right. There's just this moment of like, I want to say a moment of silence, but it's like, hey, hold up there. You see the Queen of Swords? It's like, wait a minute, hold up. Before you make that assumption, before you go there, right? Because there's the things that are really, really, I feel like overall, overall, if you don't see the blessing in this, like I'm telling you, you don't want to be wrong about this. You don't want to be wrong about this because there's so many things that are designed in whatever this situation is that you happen to find yourself in at the time, you hear this is designed for your happiness, for your success. Okay. Not for a short time, but for a long time. It is that confirmation. And whatever the power struggle was when it comes to combining forces, is really figure out figuring out strengths and weaknesses where you could teach me, I could teach you, and this could make the experience better. So if you're the left hand and I'm the right hand, well, let me stand over here, let you stand over there. We walk this way, you see, and I can be the right and you can be left. We can be the yin and the yang, because that is what actually is going to create a successful build. Man, oh man. It's actually really magical, really wonderful. It's just, you know, getting past the assumptions. Clarify assistance. Clarify the assistance. Thank you. You're being assisted with this experience. Experience. Thank you for divine sight. Okay, let me make sure there's no card. Okay. You've been assisted through, I feel like, the hard parts, navigation through the hard parts of creating peace with the Two of Swords. Because look at this is what I'm saying. Like, this is the long game. This is the end goal right here, the Ace of Pentacles. That there are going to be some tough decisions. You're being helped. You're in a situation where Spirit is not wanting you to be by yourself. That's why they're giving you something to help you to combine forces with in this scenario. Or that's what's being proposed. It's not something that you have to accept. Okay. But again, it's showing that it's going to be harder. It's going to be much more of a struggle, It's like being in the classroom with people that actually want to learn, and then being in the classroom with people who don't. And it's much more effective. If you had the choice to be in the classroom with people that around you that actually can help you, pass some tests and be good, science partners, and make it fun and things like that. Like, and you have the ability to choose. Like, wouldn't you want to choose that? Like, you're not gonna want to be wrong. You're not gonna want to make the wrong choice about because you're making assumptions, and then you end up with, for that school year, for that season or of your life, or however long, it, that wasn't a progressive moment, and it actually, did the opposite of your intention, right? Clarify discipleship. Because this is where the discipline comes in, right? Because something is meant to lay your burden down and bring you into this place of clarity. Again, they're trying to help you combine. I don't know who I'm talking to here, but if you resonate, participate, hit that like or follow. Let me show you what it looks like. The Six of Swords, Two of Cups, World card, and the King of Cups here. This could be regarding love. I feel like this is the total energy with the World card here. The Six of Swords says, this is science. Like, Spirit is trying to lead you into calmer waters regarding a situation that is actually, you talk about cookie cutter, it actually is a perfect, match. Okay, when it comes to this World card and this Two of Cups and being led into this, and it's really about, okay, what are you choosing to believe with the water energy? Especially Pisces energy, Cancer energy, Scorpio energy. What are you choosing to believe? Because that water, you can think, that the water is the level is higher just because oh wow, the water looks wild, or it looks real high, and then you walk up to the beach and you realize, oh man, it's not as so. What are you assuming? Because is it the building process, okay, that you're afraid of? Because Spirit says whatever the situation is, like, it's very protected, it's very, very well put together. Like, let's just say it's Ace of Swords, truth, and it's justice, it's well balanced. And then there goes the Queen of Cups, exactly. So again, it's a match, yin and yang, right? And there goes the Piscean energy. You're not protecting yourself from anything by assuming. Let's just say that. Clarify combining forces. Right. It's just giving me like attitude about the process, attitude about, there's just a discrimination about, something, you working with somebody or on a project or something like that together, which, like, again, that could be even creating a stalemate because you're dealing with someone who is under these assumptions, which makes it hard to get things done, right?
21, can you do something for me? Hey. Can you hit a little rich flex?
Okay, thank you for the gifts.
21, can you do something for me? 21. Can you hit a little rich flex for me?
Thank you, beloved. I appreciate you. All that love. Thank you. Appreciate you. Top notch in the building. Let's continue. Thank you. For that love. Yeah, so I feel like you have the discipline, like you have the discipline to not be swayed by what another person say, because I feel like you're walking into common waters, you're walking into abundance, you're walking into longevity, you're creating a different experience for your legacy. You're doing the things that you have yet to see in your environment. Like, so that is going to look, feel, smell, like it's gonna be different completely. Okay. There's a message from your angels, ancestors, some guys, somebody from the other side that's saying like, "Hey, I have something for you. Something very stable, and all you have to do is not be afraid. All you have to do is, basically, don't fight your empress. Don't fight your queendom. Your hey, baby, thank you. Don't fight. Don't be in resistance. Because you're pushing away something by all these assumptions. Don't fight that, because you're just not gonna want to be wrong. You're not gonna want to be wrong about this. You know, you're just not. It's too good to be sitting in assumptions. It's too good. This is too good. Thank you for the love. Thank you, D Ray. Yes. They want you to leave behind this any kind of stubbornness, again, any kind of negative attitude toward um, the path, okay, really toward the path and how these aspirations and goals are being met. Clarify this disillusionment. Thank you so much. Right, because they're saying cut that shit out. Literally, they're saying cut that shit out. Disillusionment. Yeah, cut that shit out because it's not helping. It's not helping. There's this divine energy that is just wanting to wrap you up, your whole situation, your lifestyle, where things are going with you, and the assumptions are just killing the vibe. It's killing the vibe. Clarify experience. Right, because you're really meant to have a very pleasant experience, like really, truly. And here it goes again. They're saying this message of things being in harmony and balance, and very giving, and you know, just in truth, or very kind of like a matter, not yeah, a matter of fact. This plan is better than expected. It's better than well. Matter of fact, and spirit is like, it's kind of like somebody calling a spirit a liar and saying, "Oh, you know, your spirit's not good to you." And spirit's like, "What? What you say? What? A spirit ain't good to who? Oh, that's my baby right there. Let me show you how good I am to my baby." And then boom. Like, you're not whoever is in the assumption energy, they're not they're I feel like there's still time to not be in assumption energy, okay? But they're gonna be very, very upset when they see that they are wrong about you or about what you do, or if this is you, like I said, you're not gonna want to be assuming, because that is going to possibly block you from a very beautiful outcome, an outcome that you've been wanting. Okay, let's clarify this destruction. The Ten of Pentacles. So you're going to destroy. I'm gonna say this: nothing can destroy or take away what Spirit has promised, or it's already, given to you within you, that you have to access it. But what I'm saying here is that this assumptions, you have a Ten of Pentacles right here, and I feel like this is like a promise. This is like a yeah, you got a few tens here. This is for show, for show. It's in your books, it's in your Akashic records. And the fire, that passion I would feel like when you get fired up about what someone got going on or this and that, it literally destroys the possibility of it being anything better than that. And there's so much more here. They're saying it right here. There's so much more better than that right here. Don't get it confused. Don't get it confused. Clarify aspirations. We know that there's things that you want to do, there's things that you want to see, the things that you want to be a part of. Okay, and there's also a reflection of that energy, and is reflected in the tools and things that Spirit has provided to you. And a lot of those things are people. Are you a good steward over the people that Spirit brings into your life that are actually there to assist you in some of the hardships or things, or life lessons and stuff like that, are even there to bring you that life lesson? Like, are you a good stewardship over those things? Okay, so we have the direct, Eight of Wands, Knight of Pentacles, Four of Swords. Because there's a job here, or a duty, okay? There's a sense of duty here, or obligation. And, or this is just you feeling like, that aspect of what peace and rest and relaxation is, okay, for you. And this is where you aspire to be. It could be vacation, it could be just a really nice place, it could, those things. I feel like I'm also getting like a break, or a vacation, or just being. I feel like being at peace with what you're doing, knowing that it's getting you where you're supposed to go. Okay. And somebody is they're showing me here, somebody's on the right path. Like, you're on the right path here. Like, rest assured, you're doing your job. That's going to get you to, that's for someone. Clarify hesitation. I'm hearing that if I move, you move, just like that. And it's like that if nobody's busting that move, okay, what's going on here? And Spirit is here, like, hey, y'all are. Let's say, hey, look, it's not meant to be a love reading, but even if this is just in business, or even in friendship, or even in family, or whatever, if you and this person are meant to combine and to do something, and according to Akashic records, Spirit is going to put y'all through it if y'all are in resistance to what actually fits perfectly together. Because with this Libra energy, Spirit is saying, like, this is a balanced energy, and it has you have a lot to gain from this. A lot to gain and a lot to learn. And it's all, and they're showing me with the Sagittarius card, the Temperance card and the Six of Swords, moving into the Ten of Cups again with the Sun again, they're showing that this was a part of the design for you to experience this happiness or this bliss or this specific outcome. And you're wrecking your brain because you're like it's like asking God for something and then being like, oh, I can't believe I'm getting it. It's showing up like this. Ah, I can't believe it's showing up like this. Like, clarify hesitation. It's the Tower. Divine. That's divine working. That's divine working right there. Oh, y'all, that's how y'all gonna act? Y'all gonna act like that? Okay, well, boom, fired. Let me show you what's really about to happen. Clarify legacy, because according to Akashic records, clarify the legacy. Clarify the legacy. There's a message here. There's a gem here. There's a key here. And it may not seem like much to you, but according to Akashic records, this is a huge ripple. This is a huge effect. Yeah, whoever you're meant to come in contact with, I'm saying you're not gonna be wrong. You're not gonna be wrong about this one. Ah, Sun card. I'm telling you, it's really good. You're not gonna be wrong about. You're not gonna want to be wrong about this person or this situation. Not at all. Not at all. Oof. Not at all. Clarify the unknowable. You don't know how it's going to affect, and that's all a part of the experience. Let's see what this says here. Clarify the unknowable. It's the Nine of Pentacles. You don't know how it's going to happen, but the Nine of Pentacles says this is a gain. It's enriched. You have the Nine of Pentacles and the Ten of Pentacles here. Like, if it's so enriching, then why isn't the Ten of Pentacles? Ten of Pentacles is already out here. Okay? This is something that you're going to want to hold on to. Oh, my goodness. Don't be a fool, they say, with the Fool card. Don't be a fool. You're going to want to hold on to this. You're gonna wish you had let go of your fears and saw this from a fresher perspective. Because it's like somebody looking at somebody building something, like they've been sitting there building that, they've been on that same piece forever. And then another person's looking like, wow, I could see the progress, I could see the detail, I could see the now who would benefit more, from that. Yeah, because the Three of Pentacles, they keep showing me the Ten of Cups was Three of Pentacles and the Sun and the Six of Swords. And this beautiful lesson that you learn about how things are turned around in your favor when it comes to not being assuming that things are going to be like it was before. That is the spiritual struggle that you're facing. But your guides have come to help you, to give you the wisdom as an act of charity, right? To balance the scales, to help you balance your scales. Okay? Which balances your entire life. something for the long run. Totally, totality. Clarify leadership, and is what makes you a trailblazer. This is the divine calling on your life. This will set you apart. This is why you've been set apart, because you're meant to help other people get to this point. Success, to overcome these type of obstacles. Regarding divine union, this is what is going to create harmony, because you're not doing things the way others used to. That shit didn't get them anywhere. So if that didn't get you anywhere, don't feel left out that I'm trying something new, that I'm trying, you know, and it's not as perfect as you would want to assume it should be. Okay. I'm telling you, you're not gonna want to be wrong about this one. All right. Be good to yourself. Be kind to others. Hey. And always stay creative. Always. Look, the magician, the strength card. Oh, the sun card is just so beautiful. This is what works. This is what works. This is what creates the necessary transformations, not to be in resistance to the transformation, but the necessary transformation occurs so that there could be action, positive action that keeps the plan, like it actually follows the plan. It follows the plan. Yeah, there are unexpected things that happen, but the plan is still being followed. The path is still being worn. Okay? Don't allow assumptions to interfere with this higher connection. If anybody would like an individual reading, I'm always available anytime that I'm live for individual readings. I know there's so sublime. I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful. Is the headphone working? Yeah, that's cool. Mm, so beautiful. I really hope you guys can experience the entirety of this reading. Hey, Sleepy, how are you? Wisdom and wellness to you. We just finished a collective reading. I want to go into zodiac signs. I'm not sure though yet. What's your zodiac sign? What's your zodiac sign? Anyways, what you got up though, Sleepy? Not you going around putting a little sand in people's eyes. Okay, Scorpio. Scorpio's in the house. Scorpio's in the house. Right now. Turn on my light. You repping that Scorpio hard or what? Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I was thinking of doing the zodiac signs. Yeah, I could get a better understanding of some of the readings. Just hang out with you guys for a second. And I usually have like music in the background, right? We just went straight in, right? I like it though. Sometimes you just gotta get it in like that, right? I really do enjoy reading for you guys. Thank you for the shares, the likes, the follows, gifts, all of that. I'm here though, guys. I'm here. I'm here. How you doing? How you doing? Welcome in. Right, but I'm here, you guys. If you haven't already, check out the message. You might want to rewind, or um, if you would like your own individual reading, the information is on the screen in that black and lavender box right there on the screen.
When the sun comes up, we gon' all burn one. Feeling so elated. We might be naked. We might be setting the cage bird free. He's like we never seen. Living like movie scenes. Climbing on money trees. Bad thing, I'm looking for it. I don't know what it is, I just can't ignore it. Yearn to explore it, swear if I find peace, I never exploit it, I let it exploit me. Deep in my crevices, places I ain't never been. Ooh, it's provocative, only cause it's relevant. They selling for the hell of it. Penny pinch investment, bras doing pride while I'm searching for my inner love. Oh my God. Who raised y'all? Might not see a better world, just hope there's a better world. But for lack of better word, when the sun comes up, we gon' all burn one. Feeling so elated. We might be naked. We might be setting the cage bird free. He's like we never see. Living like movie scenes, climbing on money trees. Try to to my side. Hop in, let's take a ride. Show you this once alive. Then flying kites. Don't trip, we gotta play. I like the way you try. I see you like to try. Just need a little time. Through all these burning bushes, sentence of being foolish, fever, hunger, emotion, pushing past the last, getting straight to the stupid. Snoopy, you got my vote. Keep on being your ruthless. I like to thank myself for seeing through the bullshit. Had to learn to jump up when being thrown the nooses. The trumpet's almost ready. Hope you get the alert. Silver linings in the cloud with a dab of hurt. When the sun comes up, we gon' all burn. Feeling so elated. We might be naked. We might be setting the cage for free. Peace like we never seen. Living like movie scenes. Climbing on one tree. Guess I lead you in the Negro spiritual. I ain't messy with feelings, mental. All the goings on, a little mental. Think the world might need a couple mentals. Ain't a cup big enough for what I've been through. Minute looking up so simple. Addicted to the 7-line X extension, existential, extraterrestrial. Maybe too soon, maybe round noon. We can all bloom. All this lockdown, gotta misdirect time. I ain't even been a prison out one time. Big difference when you operate your own mind. Whatever's being hidden, it's a gold mine. Call me digger, I'll find out. Looking like grim with the scepter in this Easter egg where the gather round stand out. Hold your ground, don't doubt, smudge aloud. One foot in the other in the mouth. One in the fire and the other puts it out. Do the Macarena, turn yourself around. Plan the whole year, it all collide. We all got agenda, it's what it's all about. My plan's not your plan, and this land's not our land. We gather round. We're gathered here today to consecrate the new man. Hope you're sharing your inheritance with your heir or heiress. Keep the tribe alive, let them hear this. Burn the candle for the furthest and the nearest. Could never tell you something I'm not living. If you never see me again, use your intuition. Ain't nothing like Big Mama whipping in the kitchen. Legacy, recipe, West Indies, Chesapeake, Australian, Korean. This might be the death of me. Use my dirt to plant a tree. Use the fruit to make smoothies. Let them go for the free. Must be birds that eat the beast. Can we change the frequency? Requesting hurts of love and peace. Leaving voicemails at the beat. Healing in the witch's tea. Biggest pot we never seen. Biggest checks in history. Biggest debt in history. Bet I keep the Nikes clean. Hand wash, line cloth. Microsoft, double cross. Going life, getting off. Double lines, double puffs. We're gathered here today to consecrate the new man. I should have started with the vibe. Know their attention be shot. Who knew how G be a sport? I use not PG for sure. If we keeping it clean, we need more. Giggity, squeakity, squeakity. He called me on quarantine. We in the shower, it's squeakity. Talking about hours. He getting this squeakity. Please watch your step. When I step out, it's slippery. Breaking your neck. Crickety, crickety, crack. Politics bringing it back. Keeping us pit in the trap. Can I be blind to the facts? Let me align my chakras. Time to expose the monsters. Blaming them up, they liable. Ain't no surprise they are liars. Making it hard for suppliers. I'm upset, yeah. Wondering what's next, yeah. Keep them rounds, yeah. Hanging off my belt, yeah. Red Rover, and I don't claim a set check. Body banging, and I ain't in my reps, yeah. Seen a picture of you, dude. That's a lost pet. We're gathered here today to consecrate the new man.